Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, this is going to be one of them weird and wonderful vlogs that are currently circulating at the moment. Obviously we can't go out to work and produce our vlogs on location, as it were, so I'm currently on the doorstep and I'm going to talk a bit about pan blurring. I've been briefly covering a bit of pan blurring in recent videos and had a few questions about how I set up and stance and what have you, so I just thought I'd attempt to pan one or two vehicles passing. Might be a bit of a waiting game because obviously it's pretty quiet on the roads, but we've had one or two passing, so we'll just hang about and see. Meanwhile, I'll take you through how I set up the camera. So basically for panning, there's two ways that you can set the camera up. You can either have it in manual and choose your shutter speed, your ISO levels, your aperture and so on, all individually, or you can put the camera into TV mode and then the camera will automatically look after your ISO, your f-stops, and you can just control how slow you want your shutter speed to be by rotating the wheel to the certain shutter speed and then carrying out your pan that way. So the best mode for beginners to set up your panning would be in TV mode. We've just missed a vehicle. Right, hopefully you can see this all right, guys. So to set up custom controls, into menu, into custom controls, enter, and then scroll down to the button you want to personalize. So in this case, it's the AF on button. Hit enter, and then it says down in the bottom left-hand corner, info detail set. So hit info, and then that will take you into the custom control setting for this particular button. So then you would go in and you can change the menu. Obviously I'm in manual, and shutter speed is at 60th. Obviously you can change that, and so on and so on. Your aperture f14, my ISO is currently at 100, metering mode, full evaluative, and so on and so on. You can go down, change your white balance, and that is basically how you do it. And then menu to come out again, and then that button is then set. So basically, stance-wise, this would be probably more for motorsport or anywhere where you stood up and you want to pan, like horse racing or anything like that. So I tend to coil up to where I'm going to finally be. So say my object is going from right to left, I would sort of stand in this position and then twist back so that the more into the frame you get, the comfier it becomes, and you can end up really comfy, and that way you can have a nice steady pan. I would also tuck my left arm right into my body, right into my chest to have a nice stance, like a tripod stance, and then you know that you can keep a nice panning position and fingers crossed get a good result. So that's how I would stand, again tucking that arm in so that you're almost like a tripod, so that's almost just hanging on there, and then you are just twisting through your waist. So that's how it's meant to be anyway. Still no cars. Here's a vehicle, so twisting round, following, and it stops. Here comes a vehicle. So I'm twisting to where I want to be. So I think we've got a vehicle approaching now, so I'm going to stand where I want to finish. I'm going to tuck my arm in and then follow. So you're just twisting through the hips, you've got your arm tucked in, acting as a tripod. Right, we've got another vehicle coming now, I've got a van coming. So tucking my arm in, twisting where I want to finish. I'm stopping outside the house. Bit of a waiting game this. I think I need a coffee. Here's a vehicle, tucking in, twisting round, panning, and finish. Let's see how that looks. That's not too bad at all actually. You can see I'm zoomed in onto the mirror, fairly sharp. Wheels look nice and blurred. Not bad frame that. And that is at 60th at f14, ISO 100. I can't knock the ISO down anymore because it's at 100. So I'm going to knock the f-stop up a bit to f11. The sun is coming in and out a bit, so a little bit tricky. So we're now 60th of a second, f11, ISO 100. We'll wait again. Still haven't got my coffee. Come on, cars. I'm I'm going to really push the boat out for the next vehicle and go down to 25th. Yeah, 25th is a bit too slow. It all depends on what speed the vehicle's going, obviously, or whatever object you're panning goes at. So I'm going to try it at 40th now. So the only frame that looks pin sharp, I've chopped his front bumper off, which is a bit of a shame, but it looks nice. So we'll keep it at 40th F11 ISO 100 and see how we get on with the next car. It is a bit of suck it and see panning sometimes, especially when the sun's coming in and out like it is so much. I'm gonna go and get that coffee now. Right, armed with a coffee, with a tipple of vanilla in it as well. Just need some cars now. Nice to listen to the birds anyway. That's right, birds. We do need more cars to show a panning video. Because right now, it's not really working. Thought I'd shoot some daisies. That made her slow down. Actually quite a nice frame, that. Quite happy with that Mini, looks quite nice, that. The majority of the car is sharp. You've got plenty of movement in the background. Good exposure. Works out just right, that. Right, well, that blue Mini was quite nice. We just about got there. Just try one more car. I'm going to knock the shutter speed up to 60th. We're still at ISO 100, we're still at F11. I'm on single point focusing, by the way, just so that you can pinpoint quite accurately the centre of the car where you want the focusing point to be. We'll just try one more. Oh, yeah. Should have pan blurred in. Well, that was nice to finish off with. Old Moggy Miner. Great way to finish off the video. Just the job, that. Well, that's given you some idea of pan blurring anyway. I say it is a bit suck it and see. Sun's been in and out. Obviously it's been fairly quiet, waiting around, but it's just been nice to be out in the sun, to be honest, instead of sat indoors. I'm sure it's something you guys can do, just mess about with settings in the garden or wherever you are, just to get the camera out and get your eye in, keep your eye in a bit really, but job's a good one. As usual, leave any questions in the comments and I'll reply as quick as I can. Hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Something a bit different with a bit of quirkiness involved. Not being able to leave the house, but anyway. It'd be great if you could give it a thumbs up, and it'd be awesome if you could hit that subscribe button. Catch up again soon.